In the age of social media, cults no longer hide in forests, they go live. They post, they stream, they trend. At the center of one of the most bizarre internet-age cults was a woman who claimed to have been Mother Earth, Gaia, Cleopatra, Jesus Christ, Joan of Arc, Harriet Tubman, Helena Blavatsky, and Marilyn Monroe. She claimed to have full memory of her past lives, including the crucifixion of Jesus. She also said she could produce miracles, kind of like Jesus. She also claimed to be the mother of Elvis Presley. This is the story of Amy Carlson, better known as Mother God, and her cult, Love Has Won. Viewer discretion is advised. Cults Uncovered, Episode 4. On April 2021, I sat down to watch what would be the last live stream from the controversial group Love Has Won. What I saw that evening shocked me. On the screen were two women, one kneeling and one sitting on a throne. But it was what they said that really made my jaw drop. The woman on the throne called herself Mother God. She claimed she was an ascended master who had returned to Earth to save humanity. The woman kneeling before her was one of the group's leaders, and she was begging for Mother God's forgiveness. This scene, which was broadcast to hundreds of thousands of people around the world, was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to Love Has Won's bizarre practices. If you want to know more about this crazy cult and the shocking crimes its members committed, stay tuned because today we're going deep into Love Has Won. We'll be looking at their history, beliefs, and finally, how this group came crashing down in 2021. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe and comment Ascension below. Chapter 1: The Rise of Mother God. In January 2019, a new group started popping up on YouTube. They called themselves Love Has Won and they had a message for the world. Their videos were strange. They usually consisted of people standing in a circle holding hands and chanting affirmations while weird lighting flashed around them. Most of the videos had one woman in particular front and center. Her name was Amy Carlson, also known by her followers as Mother God, was an American religious leader and the co-founder of the new religious movement Love Has Won. Carlson and her followers believed that she was God, a 19-billion-year-old being, and a reincarnation of Jesus Christ, and that she could heal people with cancer with the power of love. Her group has been described as a cult and Carlson as a cult leader by many, including ex-members and media outlets. Amy Carlson was once a McDonald's supervisor, a mother, and a spiritual seeker. During the mid-2000s, Carlson developed an interest in New Age religion and became a regular poster on the forums of the website leghtworkers.org. On the forum, she met Amerith White Eagle, who convinced Carlson that she was divine, and Carlson began to claim to experience paranormal phenomena. Specifically, she heard a voice telling her she would one day become President of the United States. In late 2007, Carlson left her third husband, her children, and her job, and ceased contact with most members of her family. She then joined up with White Eagle in Colorado. The group was originally known under the name Galactic Federation of Light. The group posted their first videos to YouTube in 2009. Carlson and White Eagle led the group as Mother and Father God. Her followers grew slowly, then exponentially, thanks to Facebook, YouTube, and daily live streams. Amy called herself Mother God. Her mission? Ascension. Her methods? Control, detoxes, and sleep deprivation. Chapter 2: Inside the Cult. Love Has Won was built on a blend of conspiracy, galactic spirituality, and apocalyptic prophecy. Throughout the live streams, Amy started making increasingly outrageous claims. Members believed Amy had lived 534 lifetimes and was battling dark forces. They followed a strict regime, restricted sleep, bizarre diets, and near-constant live streaming. Amy reportedly drank heavily, verbally abused members, and claimed illnesses were ego deaths. Dissent was punished. Family contact discouraged. Behind the smiling broadcasts was a woman in physical and mental decline. As you can probably tell, things were getting pretty strange. To accomplish her goals, she needed to regularly commune with the Galactics, an etheric team of spiritual ambassadors that she said was largely made up of deceased celebrities. She claimed that she lived in Lemuria and Trump was her father. A special, obscure technology was stolen, causing an explosion that sank Atlantis. Mother God was able to save the technology, but was not able to fully ascend to the fifth dimension because humanity was not ready, so she continued returning to Earth in human form. The group's former website said that Carlson was a spiritual surgeon who would work multidimensionally to operate on people's bodies and cure various physical ailments. She said she had cured cancer, Lyme disease, addiction, and suicidal thoughts, as well as removed brain tumors, and helped cases of autism. A core group of 12 to 20 members lived with Carlson in Crestone, a small town in Saguache County in southeastern Colorado. The group did daily live streams on YouTube in order to recruit more members, solicit donations, and promote new age goods, alternative medicine products, and vitamin supplements. The group offered etheric surgery, which cost $88 per session, claiming that it could remove sickness and negative energy from the body. Members were subjected to physical abuse and sleep deprivation, with members allegedly only being allowed to sleep for 4 to 5 hours a night. The sheriff's office reported that they had received many complaints about the group from families about brainwashing and fraud. In May 2020, a member of the group was found wandering the wilderness disoriented, naked, and dehydrated after being described by the group as lacking the right energy and being on the wrong side of the mountain. That brings us back to April 2021. That's when Mother God held her final live stream. It was a bizarre event that left many people confused about what was happening. But as it turned out, it was only the beginning of the end for Mother God and her cult. Chapter 3: The Body and the Lights. In the live stream, September 2020, Carlson was in poor health and was paralyzed from the waist down. Carlson herself stated that she had cancer. In the weeks leading up to her death, the police were called multiple times to perform wellness checks on her. On each visit, LHW members claimed she was not home. In early April 2021, the group was located in an RV park in Mount Shasta in Northern California but were asked to leave due to overcrowding. Carlson was last seen alive by someone outside the group on April 10, 2021. According to a YouTube video by 2 members, Carlson had asked to be taken to the hospital, but they had refused. She died in a room at Callahan's Mountain Lodge on an unknown date very soon after the move. The group moved Carlson's body a few days after her death to the Mount Hood National Forest when the hotel staff became suspicious. The group waited for the galactic beings to pick up her body, but Castillo claimed that he heard a calling to move Carlson's body. Her body was driven back to the group's mission home at 4 Alcedo Court in Crestone, Colorado. On April 28, 2021, Lamboy went to the Saguache County Police Department and reported that the group had come to his home with Carlson's corpse and were staying there without permission, and that he had not been in touch with Carlson for several months. Soon after, police raided a remote Colorado home. Inside, they found Amy Carlson's corpse, mummified. Its state of decay suggested that she had been dead for several weeks. The body was found wrapped in a sleeping bag, the face decorated with glitter and Christmas lights. 7 members of the group were charged with abuse of a corpse as well as child abuse due to the presence of 2 children in the property. The cult fractured, but not entirely. No one was convicted for her death. At first, nobody knew exactly how Amy died. But soon more details started to emerge. Apparently, Amy had been dead for a while before anyone noticed. She had been lying in the same room as the live stream the whole time, wrapped in blankets to keep her body warm. No one knows for sure how she died, but many believe that she was starved to death. As it turns out, Mother God wasn't feeling very well for some time before her death. But rather than seek medical attention, she decided to keep attending the group's daily live streams. She participated in the live streams up until a few weeks before she died. Nobody is sure why she kept showing up to the live streams when she was sick, but it's possible that she didn't want to let the group down. After Amy's death, Mother Earth took over the group and started leading the daily live streams. She also started making claims that Amy's spirit was still with the group, even though she had died. Some members rebranded online, still sharing her teachings. It's unclear what happened to Mother Earth and the rest of the group after Amy's death, but it's safe to say that without Mother God, the group was never the same again. Chapter 4: Aftermath and Influence. Love Has Won was a modern cult, algorithm-powered, live-stream-fed, and globally accessible. It was a blend of New Age woo and weaponized delusion. What made it dangerous wasn't its size, but its reach. Amy Carlson's teachings continue to circulate. Her image, merch, and memes live on in corners of the internet. Her followers believed she would resurrect. So far, she hasn't. As for Love Has Won, the group still exists today, but it's much smaller than it once was. The group is still very secretive and members are not allowed to talk to the media. However, former members have come forward with stories about what it's like inside the group. According to reports, members are required to hand over all their money and possessions when they join. They're also not allowed to have any contact with the outside world. Love Has Won proved that cults don't need compounds, just cameras. They sell hope, then isolate, manipulate, and leave devastation in their wake. Despite all this, people still join Love Has Won every day. The group is very good at recruiting new members because their live streams are always full of people talking about how great the group is and how much they've learned from it. Many people who join Love Has Won do so because they're desperate for answers. They're going through tough times in their lives and they want someone to help guide them. Unfortunately for these people, Love Has Won is not a legitimate spiritual group. It's a cult. And cults are known for taking advantage of vulnerable people. This was episode 4 of Cults Uncovered. Next episode, a Brazilian cult that claimed soulless children had to die, superior universal alignment. Until next time. This is The Mystery.